Hello everyone, welcome back to FS25. We are in the middle of putting a dynamic goat pasture down. So we've done this for the water buffalo and we're going to do it for goats as well, which I'm really looking forward to. So it costs us £14,000 to put it down, and then it costs you lots and lots of money depending on how big you go, how much fencing you have. It's probably going to cost about £30,000 or £40,000 if I had to guess, just basing that off the water buffalo one. But it's really worth it. You get to go up and down the hills, round the trees, round the bushes. It looks fantastic. So we're going to go along the roadside here, just like we did with the other one. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty big one. We should be able to get a fair amount of goats in here, I would say. So we're just going to go all the way along here, and we'll go up here next. It is a little bit jittery and glitchy and all sorts of stuff, but it's okay. It's going to look great. I think it's just because we're going through the trees and everything else. So there we go. It is very big. So we'll just join the fence up there. Perfect. Do you want to plant the meadow for the sheep pasture? Yes, we do. So let's just have a little look at this. So this is lovely. I think the goats will enjoy this. Really nice. So let's see if we can buy ourselves some goats. So yeah, that did actually cost just short of £40,000, I believe. So we don't want sheep at the moment. They are some lovely looking sheep. We'll get those eventually, but for now we want the brand new goats. Let's go with, we'll go with 15 for now. Our pasture can hold 42, so depending how big or small you go, I guess you could have 200 or you could have 5, but our maximum is 42. We'll start off with 15. There we go. Perfect. Let's have a little look. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Excellent. Well, there's lots down here. They're all having a great time. Nice. Okay, so this meadow here will grow and they'll be able to feed off that, but we do need to put some water in, so we'll jump in the John Deere because Mary is in the Vulture at the moment. We'll get some water from our very own pond on the farm that we created. Much easier than going down to the river. So we'll see if we can get a couple of lots of water in there. We'll go for 12,000 litres, and with a bit of luck we'll have some beautiful goats on our hands. So pretty much the same as the water buffalo. We need to save for the barn, but that's why we've bought them as brand new babies, because they'll need time to grow and everything else before they can go into the barn and produce us milk and reproduce and everything else. So now is the ideal time. Get them early. They can be growing while we're making more money to buy the rest of it. So yeah, that's pretty nice. We've got 2 lots of the brand new animals in now. So let's get these some water and they can start growing for us. Okay, for some reason we cannot seem to get the trigger point for the water. I've got no idea why. It doesn't matter where we go. I've tried all over the place, in the pasture, out the pasture, absolutely everywhere. It will not trigger, so it will not let me put the water in. That's very annoying. So I did quit the game, load it back up, load the pasture back in, still didn't work. I then put the pasture somewhere else as a little test, still couldn't fill it up, so I'm not sure if that's a little bug or what's going on there. So for now, there we go. Okay, spoke way too soon. Clearly you have to get it in the exact spot. The amount of driving around I've just done for that, and wow, that doesn't hold much at all. Let's just go in there. It only holds 15,000 or 1,500 litres of water. Wow, that's not much at all. So we might be filling that up quite often. Not too sure. We'll put the remainder in the water buffalo pasture. I messed around so much trying to get that to trigger, and then typically it did. But obviously I'm glad it did. So that's good. So yeah, we'll get the rest in here. If there's any left, we'll just dump it in one of the greenhouses. Yeah, so that only took a tiny little bit as well. So we'll just put this in the greenhouse that produced the chilies and the garlic and spring onions. Right, so there we go. That's the last little bit in there. So we do just need to jump into the telehandler. We've got a tree over by the greenhouses that we cut down some time ago and left there. So we'll just grab that, put that in the sawmill, because eventually we are going to want to use that space. We'll get some more productions in there at some point. There we go. So let's just see if we can get that in there. Get that tidied up straight away. And there we go. It did take it, so that's perfect. Lovely. Let's just see how much wood we've got in there. Just over 13,000 litres, so that is plenty. Let's just have a little look on the map, see how Mary's getting on. Yeah, not too bad. She's getting there. It is a bigger field now that we put that extension in. Right, so I think while she's just doing that, we'll jump into the John Deere. We'll grab the cultivator because we've got a couple more fields to get ready yet. So we'll be quite efficient. She can carry on field number 3 and I'll make a start on 4 and 5. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of weeds coming through at the moment. So it'll be good to get rid of the weeds and get it prepared. That's one less job to do. We might as well both do it at the same time. So let's get GPS on. Not that I think we really need it. It's quite a small field, but we'll do it anyway. Right, okay, so let's get to it. Let's get double efficient, get all the field work done, and then we can concentrate on some of the other jobs. Okay, so there we go. This one is cultivated and ready. This one will be planted in next month, and good timing because Mary has just finished on the field there as well. So I'll just finish this little bit here. We'll run over there. We'll see how it's getting on. Don't know if it will need any lime or not, but it will definitely need some fertilizer. So there we go. That's done. So let's just have a little look and see what it says. It's going to say rolling, but we can't do that at the moment. Already got weeds. That's a little bit annoying. And it's not fertilised yet. So let's jump into this tractor. We'll do the fertilising now. Then I think we'll just go ahead into next month. We'll take care of the weeds then. As long as they don't grow to large. Fingers crossed they don't. We used hardly any seeds there whatsoever. That's nice. So now this is planted, it looks so much better. A little bit bigger than the original field. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to look pretty nice. So let's see what we've got in here at the moment. Is that lime or fertiliser? Not too sure. You'd imagine it's going to be fertiliser. Yes, it is. Lovely. Right, so let's just have a little look at the calendar. So next month we can do wheat and barley. However, I am going to keep field number 2 clear again, because we want to do one of the other crops. We're not going to put wheat and barley in there as well. We did do that last time. We kept that clear for oat last time, but probably going to go with soybeans next time around. We'll have to rent a planter, but we're in a little bit of a better place money wise now, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So let's get GPS on. There we go, that's on. So this isn't going to take much at all. You can see that by the way that there's hardly any lines whatsoever. So let's unfold it and turn it on. It'd probably be better if I didn't just start right in the middle here. Oh dear, that's not very good reversing. Right, okay. Okay, perfect. So that's the fertilising finished up. We've done everything we need to do today. We'll sort out that weed problem next month with a little bit of luck. So let's go and see Walter and let's get rested. Good morning. We're in September. So first things first, let's have a little look in the sale. So those two are in there before. And what is this? An auger wagon. I mean, that looks really cool. That looks like a really nice piece of machinery actually. But that's beyond us at the moment. Something in the future, you never know. So we've got a couple more mushrooms there. Ooh, the bees are finally put a little bit more on. We're at 554 litres. Slowly getting there. Okay. We know we're not at our best time yet to sell what we've got in the silo. That's November, December time. So at the moment we just need to carry on with the field work. So we've got this one over here. Let's have a look, see how many weeds we've got. Looks like we've got lots of weeds. Yes, we have. Wonderful. They're medium, so we can take care of that. Not a problem whatsoever. And of course, we got this one cultivated up last time round. So let's just get this cultivator out the way. I think what we'll do, as long as we've got enough seeds, we'll send Mary off into this field here. She can plant this. We'll quickly go over that one there with the weeder. Also, I have been thinking about field number 2. I said we're going to leave that for soybeans, which isn't going to be till April time. But in the meantime, we do need to make use of that area. So I believe the best thing to do, once we've finished with these fields here, we'll go over there and we'll put grass in, because by the time April comes around, with a bit of luck, we would have had 1 or 2 cuts out of that. And of course, we've got water buffalo and goats, so we're going to need hay, straw, silage, grass. We're going to need everything. So yeah, I think we should do that. Just before I get carried away, the John Deere cannot carry the weeder. It starts doing wheelies, so we're going to have to send Mary off in the John Deere this time, and we'll take the Vulture. We've attached this to the weeder before, and it doesn't like it. But this one here is perfectly capable of pulling the seeder, and we should have a fair amount in there still, I would imagine. Enough to do our little field anyway. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So what do we want to do? Let's just have a look. I think we'll go with wheat. We done canola in the other one. So yeah, wheat will be perfectly fine. So let's just get this set up. So they can do 3 headlands. That's the minimum. You can start with the headlands. There you go. You enjoy that one. And we'll do the nice easy job. The weeder seems to have fell over again, so let's just see if we can hook up to that. There we go. Right, we need to remember to stop knocking that over. Right. So this voucher will just fly over that. That'll be a very quick job. We'll see how Mary's getting on with the seeding. If she's not done, then we'll just do something in the meantime while we wait. Of course, we've got a couple of other fields to cultivate, so there is lots to do. There is going to be a lot of field work in this episode, but it then does give us time for all the other mums to keep working on the productions and everything else we need to do. Because this is in its first growth cycle, crop destruction shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's great. So first growth cycle, you don't need to worry about crop destruction, but after that we would have had to have put our narrow tyres on. So yeah, let's get this done. We've got lots and lots of trees around still that I would like to make use of. That is a lot of space. Eventually, at some point, we will be putting more trees in. We'll find a nice spot to build a forest. I have sort of got a little idea in the back of my head that I would like to carry out, but we'll keep that a secret for now. But I think it would end up being very, very good, but I can't go into too much detail. So anyway, let's just get this weeding done, and we'll move on to the next job. So I think we're getting close to the point now where I would like to get another small production in. Obviously we've got the greenhouse which is producing peppers, garlic and spring onions. So I know we're a little bit short of money at the moment, but as soon as we get enough, I think we only need a little bit more. We will just have a look at that, because it would be very, very nice to get a production in. And again, when we can afford it, we'll probably put another greenhouse in as well, and maybe a bigger mushroom one. So we've got all this space here where we could put some more bits and bobs, so that is the plan. So while she's just carrying on with that, we'll have a little look and see what productions there are. So I think we need to have a look in selling points. I'm sure this is the one. No, it's not. How about factories? It must be factories. Yeah, so these are the smaller ones here. So you can get for £36,000, same as what the sawmill is currently, a bakery. We haven't got anything to put in the bakery at the moment, but preserved food factory. Now that is what we would be looking at. That takes pretty much everything that we are growing at the moment. So yeah, we only need a little bit more for that. A dairy will eventually need one of those as well for our goats and water buffalo. So yeah, I think next on the list we'll try and get ourselves a couple of these productions. Obviously the water buffaloes and the goats aren't going to be producing any milk for a while yet, and we do need to buy the barn, which is a lot of money. So we do still need to make quite a bit of money, but you know, it is getting there. And don't forget, in December we've got lots and lots of stuff to sell. We've also had our planks building up, our productions building up, so there is lots of stuff building up. It's going to probably be a couple of quiet months just while we're doing the field work and the harvesting and all those little bits that we've had to do. But yeah, it will most definitely come November, December time, it will most definitely pay dividends. We are just going to move those out the way of the sawmill, just to let some more bits spawn, and we'll probably need to move another tree in there as well, I would guess. But yeah, these planks alone are going to be worth a lot of money, and that's without the mushrooms and the other bits that are building up as well. Sometimes it is just nice to sell in one big chunk, because then you can do a little bit more of your money. When you're selling bits here and there, we spend little bits, and then before you know it, it's just all gone again. So yeah, it will definitely be worthwhile, but for now we do just have to get these fields done and ready. Of course they got knocked over. I knew it was going to happen. So we've got 10,000 litres in there, so we could probably try and push a tree in. Let's just see if we can get this tree in there. It may even be too big because it is a very big tree, but we'll try. No, but it is in there, so when it is ready it will take that, which is lovely. Okay, so I think what we should do, just out of curiosity, can this hook up to the cultivator? Would it work? Oh, it would work. Okay. That's interesting. So, that's very interesting. So what we could actually do is get another worker cultivating this field while we are fertilising that field. So, yeah, let's get one of Mary's friends in on the act, and we'll sort that out. So number of headlands has got to be 4 on this one, and we'll start with the headlands. So off you go. Hope you enjoy the telehandler. Are they going? What's the problem here? What are they blocked by? Let's just lift this up. Come on. Do they not want to do it? There's obviously some form of a problem here. Let's just attach the tool on the front. I don't know if that would be making a difference, but we'll just attach that. I mean, if we can get 2 workers going, that would be absolutely perfect. I know it's not the ideal machine, but technically it should be able to work. So let's just try this again. We'll let them start with up and down if that is what they want to do. No. Keep saying they're blocked by an object. I'm not really sure what it is. We'll just try one more time to fold that down, all the way down. We'll bring it all the way in as well. There we go. Now let's see if they're interested. If not, good idea, but no, keep saying they're blocked by an object. Well, we'll just leave that there for a second. We'll see if anything happens. Don't think it's going to. But in the meantime, we'll hook up to the fertilizer spreader, and we'll make a start on those fields there. Hope they're not charging us a wage payment while they're sitting there doing nothing, being lazy. That was a little change of plan. For some reason, the AI, even in this tractor, did not want to pull the cultivator. I have no idea what was going on there. I was going to get the AI to do this. I was going to do the nice, quick, easy fertilising job, but they just did not want to know. So we ended up doing it ourselves. Mary has done the fertilising. So there we go. That's that job done. So we're getting there. Majority of the field work is done now. I do like to try and sort of get it all done in 1 or 2 episodes, so then we can move on with some other stuff. So we'll just get this tiny little bit here, and then we'll get Mary straight back to work, if she wants to, that is. And we'll get her pulling the seeder, so she can do it in this tractor again, and we'll take the Valtra. So let's just have a little look and see what we've got going on. So this field here is 50% fertilised. Apparently we've got weeds growing, and it's canola. Oh no, what's happened? We were meant to change that to wheat. We've put canola in again. Ah dear. Should have checked that first, got carried away. Okay, well in field number 5 we'll put wheat in, definitely. That's annoying. But there we go, never mind. So yeah, got a little bit carried away there. Just needed to make sure that this one was 100% fertilised, which it is. Lovely. Yeah, I'm sure I set that to wheat. I'll have to watch that back. Maybe I didn't. Maybe in the confusion of messing around with the AI, I didn't do that. But never mind. We'll do it this time around. Let's hook up to it first before we drive off. There we go. Yeah, canola, look. Oh dear. So let's get it to wheat this time around. Just gone past it twice. There it is. Right, so it's definitely on wheat. Okay. So AI, 3 headers, off you go. Is she going to want to take this job? Why do they not want to work on this field? What is going on? Let's try and start them somewhere else in the field. For some reason, they do not want to work in this field. Am I missing something obvious here? We'll start with up and down instead then. Oh, right, okay. Well, I have no idea what was going on. Didn't want to start in that corner for some reason, but she is now off, so maybe that was the problem all along. Who knows? Anyway, we're not too far away from being able to afford a production. We need £36,000. So while she's doing that, I feel like we should see if there is any good contracts available. Something that potentially we could use our own machines on, or the rental cost is cheap. But let's have a look. We don't want something that's going to take ages. Definitely not. So there is definitely a potential behind this one, because it says you can sell them afterwards. So that is a potential there. But let's just have a look at some others first. See, these harvesting jobs are great, but that is nearly an 11-acre field. It will take a long time. We want something just quick and easy that we can earn a little bit of money with. So maybe we should stay away from the harvesting ones for now. Mowing, that would be a nice easy one. That would be a quick £5,000. Stone picking, yeah, we're still not quite sure what we're doing with that. That's quite a nice old machine. I like the look of that. That looks pretty cool. Weeding. Now these weeding jobs are nice because we have the weeder. What size are, so they're small. They're small weeds. They're small weeds. Realistically, if we just done, do we do both of those, or do we do something else? It would be nice to do something else. That is the problem. I'm trying not to be repetitive. We'll do this one. We'll borrow those items because that will be a nice quick one. Yeah, field 11. So let's jump in the McDon. Here it is. We have used this once before already. It is a very snazzy machine, that is for sure. If we could just earn a tiny little bit of money without having to sell our own products, that would be very, very nice. So let's just have a look, see where field 11 is. How far away is it? Okay, so that's not too far at all, actually. Just across the bridge. Lovely. So let's get that, and we'll just do that really quickly. That's not going to take too long at all. That's a nice little contract, that is. Right, here we are, field 11. Not too bad. That's not a massive field. So let's just set the GPS up. We'll do one headland. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. So let's get it lowered down. We need to unfold it first. I don't know if we unfolded it last time, actually. Come think about it. Not too sure. Right, okay. It would help if we turn it on, of course. There we go. Right. So let's get this done. This is a very nice speedy machine. 15 mile an hour working speed. See, it does that bouncing up thing randomly, which is completely out of our control. I'm not sure why it does that. And as we found on the previous contract that we done for Katie, we finished the contract before we'd cut all the grass, and we were going to tidy it up and make it look nice, but it actually wouldn't let us. So it really does just let you cut what you need for the 100%, and then that is it. So let's just crack this out really quickly, and we'll get that money in the bank. So as suspected, it's not going to let us finish all of this. There's no way this is going to be 1%, and there we go. So sorry about that, can't finish your last little bit. That's why I wasn't too bothered about doing an overly neat job, because I knew they weren't going to let us. So there we go, that's a nice little quick one. So that is just under £5,000 in the bank. Let's see how Mary's getting on. Looks like she's nearly done. Excellent, that's good. Keep up the good work. Right, so we just need a couple of £1,000. We are very, very close. So let's just have another little look, see if we can pick up something nice and quick and easy. What could we do? So, there's hardly any difference in size there. So yeah, I think we will just pick that one up. We don't need to borrow the equipment, we've already got it. Perfect. Right. So yeah, there we go. So that's on field 78. So this is going to get us all the money that we need. Perfect. And we haven't had to sell anything, so we're still going to have a nice big payday when it comes to it. The Valtra does need a service soon, actually. And just while I remember, I've been meaning to do this for a while and I keep forgetting. Let's get the harvester trailer sold. We're not going to use it. It's only £192, but yeah, the harvester trailer is just not needed because the header on that harvester is only small. I really don't see the need for it. We can just keep the header on the harvester, and it's just always in the way. I'm forever hitting it. So yeah, well, it's gone anyway. £192 better off. So let's just find that field that we need. There'll be no leasing costs for us this time around, which is lovely. So that was field 78. Okay, so that is just down there. So all we need to do is head over to the barge, go round 86, and we'll be there. Nice. Another little local one. Perfect. Okay then, so we've arrived at field number 78. So this is going to be another quick one. We are just going to fly over it and get this done, get the money in the bank. Then we'll finally be able to get that new production down, which I'm really excited about. So we'll fly through this. A little bit more field work, but it's definitely going to be worth it in the end. It's another one of those ones with the small weeds on it that you can't even see. So we'll just go around the edge, fly up and down the middle a couple of times and get it done. Okay, so that's this one pretty much done then. I pretty much just use the tyre tracks as a guide, and there we go. The contract is finished. Perfect. So let's get that accepted straight away. We'll collect our money. Lovely. Thank you very much. So that's just over 4,500 in the bank. That now leaves us with enough money to buy that production. So I will get back to the farm, and then once we get there, we'll make sure Mary is okay, and then we'll get that placed straight away. Here we are. So looks like Mary is done. That's perfect. Nice. So that just needs to be fertilised, but that'll be next time around. We won't do that today. So we just need to find a good little spot for the production. Now I'm thinking we keep it over by where the greenhouses and such are, because this is our little production area. We've got a nice amount of stuff stacked up there. Lovely. And the greenhouse is looking great as well, actually. Lots of stuff in there. Perfect. Okay, so let's get into construction, and we are already on it somewhere. Yep, there it is. The Preserved Food Factory. Lovely. So let's just have a little look. So we've got the sawmill there. We want it in a nice place that we can get to easily. I'm thinking just about here would be perfect, actually. I think that would be a nice little spot for it. There it is. Perfect. Right, let's go and have a little look at that. So we've got a couple of lights in here, so let's get them turned on straight away. There they are, they're on, so they'll be working away in the dark. So this is where we can put our goods from our greenhouse, and obviously that is where they spawn. So let's have a little look and see what we can make. So of course we have, what do we have? We have chili peppers, we've got spring onion, and we've got garlic. So let's have a little look and see, how do we know what this stuff takes? Ah, here we go. Is this what we need? Yeah, here we go. Right, okay. So at the bottom there, it tells you what you need. So let's have a little look and see if we can find any of our ingredients there. Okay, so there's not as many as I thought. Maybe I should have looked into this first. Okay, wonderful. So we can do... Well, no, we can't do the kimchi because we don't have cabbage. I thought there was more than this. That may well be a little error on my part. Okay, so kimchi is the only one that will take all of our ingredients, but we need cabbage. So I believe we can do cabbage in this one here. So let's just have a little look. And maybe we need to set that as well. I think probably what we're going to have to end up doing is getting another one of these polytunnels, I think, because 4 different bits of produce from one does seem like a lot. So yeah, we can put that on. Right, okay, so what we might as well do now is we'll change these 3 to distributing. There we go. Right, so the cabbage, the onion, the garlic and the peppers are all on distributing. So from now on they will they'll go straight into that production. So we do just need to go over there and activate that. So this stuff here, we'll leave it there for now. We'll see how quick that the items go in there. So we might still get to sell those. We'll see. We'll see how quick it uses it. So we must remember to activate this. So that is activated. Lovely. So yeah, it takes 20 cabbage to garlic, spring onion and peppers. So that tells me we're going to have a lot of garlic, spring onion and peppers to sell. Probably not cabbage. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see how it does. I probably should have looked into this beforehand because I would have assumed we could have made a lot more than what we can. But it doesn't matter. It's okay. So all that means is we'll probably have to work towards another polytunnel and we need to get quite a bit of cabbage. But there we go. It's another new thing. So that is now working away. So yeah, there we go. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. If we have to change it up or add something else, we will. But yeah, we want to get a few of these, a few different ones. We're going to try them all out. That is the whole point of it, trying everything that's new. So there we go. So we will leave that there for this one. Next time around, we just need to finish off this field here. We need to put grass in the other one. And then we're going to start working towards December, where we are going to have a very big payday, which is going to be nice. Hopefully get us closer to getting that barn for the water buffalo. And of course, we need to sort out something for the goats as well. So there is still lots and lots to work towards. Of course, we do need new equipment, upgrades, etc, etc. But it's going to take time. But we are getting there, and we still got our loan to pay off as well. I think we've got about 60,000 left on that. So yeah, we're just going to keep working towards it. Any ideas that you got, anything that would help, let me know. Everything is appreciated. I will look at all suggestions and comments. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.